Welcome back everybody to another video here on Archive Gaming. We're doing a Let's Play for Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14, and the scenario we're playing as the Rise of Lui Qi. And yeah, let's get into it. So where we're at right now, we're skirmishing. Well, we're more than skirmishing. I'd say this is the first major fight we've had with Sun Quan since he invaded. Yeah, since he invaded a while back. So we're about to throw down big time. And I'm a little worried because, well, I do have a much better officer corps now that I have Liu Zhang's former officers. Right now they're in goose formation, so I'm not sure how they're gonna hold up against Zhou Tai and Ling Tong. So this is something I was thinking of too. It's like the boost that you get from cores, it's a little crazy. I mean, like Ling Tong's boost, his assault is at 2200, Zhou Tai's at 17. I don't know. I feel like, I know that on the higher difficulties, you know, it's gonna get more and more lopsided, but in the future I might have to tweak with that difficulty a little bit. Instead of just setting it and forgetting it, I might have to look at some of the underpinnings about it, because while I like the AI on the higher difficulty levels, I feel like you want it to be a little bit more aggressive, but stuff like this, I mean, his war's in 86, maybe 87. He's got 2200 assault. I mean, I know he's getting what, 4 cores boosting him up, but still, that is really high. Like really high. So his leadership's low too. I think it's like a 70, 74, 76. Let me just check. Let me check. Make sure I'm not off. Okay, his leadership's 78, and his strength is 90. Still seems too high, you know, even with the core boost. So I feel like the cores are a little bit too high. I don't know if there's a better sweet spot for it, I guess is what I'm saying, because you want the cores to be important, but I feel like this is just a little ridiculous. Anyway, elsewhere on the map, still pretty deadlocked. The Cao and Liu alliance is over, so have to worry about that. Have to worry about Cao being able to put together a big enough force to actually knock out Liu Bei, which so far he hasn't, but that could come at any time. You know, Liu Bei's only got 3 cities, so the long-term plan is going to be to start fighting Cao as well as Sun Quan, but right now I really want to knock Sun Quan down a peg. And up here there's still a deadlock. Yuan Shao passed away in the last vid, so Yuan Shan's taken over. And one really cool little I want to say like a lore, almost like a weird headcanon thing, the way it's worked out, is that after Yuan Shang took over, Yuan Tan actually left the force because, you know, they're at odds with each other, and he joined Gongsun Du. So I think that's kind of cool. You know, he didn't join Gongsun Jiang because that's his dad's nemesis, so he did the next best thing. He joined Gongsun Du. So I like in my headcanon, I like the idea that he's like, yeah, I'm gonna I'll join this guy, and I'll take out my dad's nemesis to, you know, stick it to my dad and show him I should have been the right pick. And then after that, we'll take out Yuan Shang, you know, which is a pretty hopeless. Usually, Gongsun Du's situation is pretty hopeless, but he's got a fair shot of taking out Gongsun Jiang since he's been deadlocked, and it's really pretty pathetic that Gongsun Jiang hasn't been able to take out Yuan, well, formerly Yuan Shao, now Yuan Shang. So I guess that gives you an idea of how difficult it's got to be for the AI to actually topple Yuan Shao up here, because he did unify with Zhang Yang, and it still wasn't enough. So yeah, but that's about it. So yeah, let's see how this fight goes. I do have some reinforcements heading over here. I've diverted Zhou Kang because, like I said, the more I looked at it, the more I was like, oh, I'm really not sure about this fight. I don't think it's gonna go my way. You know, and I usually don't, you know, I pay generally I pay attention, but I didn't really notice how inflated some of the stats get because of the cores. And I'm really thinking it's because it's the difficulty's a bit higher. You know, it's on veteran now, as opposed to hard, which is what I was playing my last couple playthroughs. I'm not really used to veteran yet. See if Wang Ling can get in front of the camp. That's good. That's where I wanted him to be. But yeah, I just don't think these guys are going to be able to hold on. I mean, Huang Zhong's troop count, it's already just completely dissipating. By the time he can use his God Bow, he's still 10 days away. You know, it's going to be too late. So that's the thing about it. Okay, oh, another thing I should mention is that Lu Bu did join our forces. Willingly, he just sort of came over, which is pretty weird. But I had been trying to recruit him for a long time. Now he just sort of showed up on his own accord, so we're gonna try to link up these two guys, see if we can draw out some of this guy's forces. You know, let Lu Bu do his thing. I'm pretty sure we have everything pretty much set to go here. We're just waiting to amass some troops at this point too. Okay, these plots are terrible. We're gonna try the confuse, I think, because we have to. Strain. Burn Chen Wu. Let's see. Where's he at exactly? Don't know if that's gonna matter necessarily. Restrain might matter. No, that's not gonna matter either. Okay. I think actually that's a bad angle of approach because he could get cut off supply line wise, so he's gonna have to swing around that way. So that might take it might take even a little bit longer, but that's the best we can do. No supplies, just send the 7. We already gotta be prepared to replace our losses there, because so I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe the cores have to be lowered to peg on veteran. Maybe the core effects need to be lowered, but it's tough because it's a slippery slope. Like, you don't want the cores to just not matter either, because you know, it's a big part of the game design in this one. and then you can just, it makes it too easy. You don't want it to be too easy to basically rush the city down. I guess that's the intention of the cores, in a way, is that so you can't just ignore them and burst down the city. At least not in the early game. In the late game, anything goes. I mean, in the late game, what does it matter? You know, when you have half the map and you're dominating, then yeah. But when you have these close fights, from a design point of view, I guess you want the cores to be considered all the time, or at least most of the time, and you don't want them to be an afterthought. So you do want the cores boost to matter. You know, I'm not disputing that, but it feels like way too high. I mean, Ling Tong's got a 90 war. Okay, he's got a 90 war. Okay, great. But he's already at 2300 with 3 cores boosting him. That's, I mean, I don't know. That's really high. So if his war or if his leadership was higher, I mean, that's not the ceiling for him. That's the thing. It's like, okay, 2300, but it's, you know, this is a top 5 officer in this category. Well, no, it's this guy's about an A, I guess you could say. He's an A officer. But there's, you know, so it could get even, the ceiling gets even higher is my thing. And what I'm saying is, should the ceiling be that high? I don't know. I mean, it's fine. You can match it, right? You can get really efficient to, you know, to match that. But it just feels a little ridiculous. Like this right here. This exchange right here is just, I don't know. It's a little too much. Okay, Wan Ling's about to fall. So we're gonna need to... Oof, got captured. We might have to, probably should have started retreating our goose guys. Captured again. This is like the 3rd time Huang Zong gets captured. I don't think they'll be able to withdraw. And I think it's too late. I think I should have started dropping them back a bit. But, you know, this is the kind of thing, I'm going to say chalk it up to inexperience on my end. But, inexperience aside, I still feel like the units just... You know, Wang Ling, okay, he wasn't the greatest officer, but Huang Zong, at least, shouldn't have melted away so quickly. Like, I don't know. I just... It's a little off-putting, you know? And Huang Zong, with this guy firing away with goose formation, was only doing about 400 damage to Ling Tong. It just seems like it was too low to me. And like I said, that's obviously just the cores. The cores are boosting them up by so much, but I think the boost is too much. So okay, he's driving. He's actually gonna get there. His morale's really low, but they're actually gonna get there, so I'm surprised. Okay, so we need to put a new adjutant. Who can I even put here at this point? I think maybe Lu Bu. I don't think it's gonna matter too much with those guys over there. I think these guys are, I think they have a very low chance of winning. I can't believe Huang Zong was captured. Gotta be kidding. Both of them were captured, but even more so. I think I had them both in goose formation too. Yeah, I had both my benefits stacked in goose, specifically for that fight. So really just think I should have done a bit more damage. Especially considering we don't have the gold for it. We're getting gold from here? We're getting 10k. Well, I guess that'll work. Especially considering they're an arrow formation, which isn't necessarily a defensive formation. Again, especially when it comes to Ling Tong, his defense was, I think, 400. Now it's 5. Maybe it was 5 before too. But it seems like he should have taken a lot more damage. I think one of those guys was recruiting. Okay, she still won't join. You spent all the last video trying to get her, and then she just never joined. Okay, let's get an overseer over there. Oh, we've got a lot of spaces here to fill. Get him there. No, we have Lui Qi now, that's right. I completely forgot. Gonna have to be him. Okay. They're got 8,000 here. They're ready to go. So let's send them out. 8. Go 7. One thing that's come out of me conquering Shu also, and another thing I should say, is we've gotten enough troops to where we're the leader, and at least troop count after that. How much did Matang have? Oh, 100,000, okay. Yeah, we're leading the pack when it comes to troops, and it should kind of stay that way. We might dip under to 2nd place or 3rd place when we have crushing defeats. You know, and or battles where, you know, we come out looking the worst for it, but because of the economy, we should be able to replace everything. Although it's gonna take time, and that's the thing. That's gonna make my Let's Play a lot longer, because I'm gonna have a lot of fights where I just get trounced, like this one kind of. And so I have to like stop and rebuild and have another go at him, and then maybe even another one after that. You know, situations like that. Okay, they're almost there. I wish I could get to that transport. And another thing too I want to say, I don't feel like, I'm not saying that the links because the links help. Like, I'm not saying that there's no workarounds around the cores buffing by so much, because you know, you can just play more efficient. You have your own ways where you can maximize your own damage. Linking damage is a big part of that. You can have people swear brotherhoods to set up, you know, there's ways to get your damage in to kind of even out the score, right? So okay, the computer's getting, their cores are buffing them up like crazy and making their officers punch way above their weight, right? But that's okay because I can do X, Y, and Z, and that will even it out. Okay, that's, you know, those are solutions. Yeah, those will work. Those are other things that are part of the chess game that are, you know, viable things you can do. But that doesn't take away, you know what I mean? That doesn't necessarily take away from the fact that, hey, if I've got an officer that's an S tier, he should feel like he's an S tier. You know, there has to be some give and take there. Regardless, it shouldn't be, hey, well, this is just going to be super powered up, so you're going to have to find your own way to get your own superpower. You know what I mean? Because it makes the game it feels very restrictive. It makes you, you know, you have to top efficiency with more efficiency and more efficiency, and variety starts to suffer. It just becomes, you know, you get tunnel vision. It's just like, well, you have to, because you have to keep up, so you have to whittle away options until you just have these few things left. Oh, that was a good switcheroo. That was kind of a standard fare. It was a little boring. I thought Lubu was gonna be a little bit more flashy. Guess he wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it on that one. Okay, that's good. Huang Zong's been released. Okay, Chen Wu's on the run. Can we catch him? I don't think so. The ship is really fast. And the only person that might catch him is maybe if I send Meng Da out, because I think he's heading towards Lujiang. Let's see if I have Meng Da abandon building this, and I have him try to, let's have him get on the boat. Let's see if he can maybe work his way down and catch Chen Wu running away. Okay, we need these two guys to withdraw. Once they return, we're doing on supplies. Once Huang Zong returns, I think I'll send him right back out. Oh, this is kind of I think this is kind of a wasted attack there. Somebody else to just have a ram. He's got 18 leadership. Oof. He's not gonna do it either. See if I can summon anybody. He Kui's the one that comes to mind. I think he has catapult. probably the best one. I don't want to send him all the way over here though. All these guys are over here. I guess I'll call him over. Have him take a shot at it, because he's not going to take that gate. Hopefully Zhang Xiu takes him out and that'll solve the problem, but I don't think so. I highly doubt it. He's got too many troops there. Okay. And Cao Cao's deployed against everybody. Wow. In all directions. Except Ma Teng, but everyone else he's deployed against. Let's see if Yuan Shen can hang on up there. I don't know. Really don't think so. Even Kong Rong is trying to get a piece of the action up there. Let me check our cores. We've got a lot of officers here. Not everything's full, so. So he's over here. Okay, we need to call her over to actual front over here. Okay, and then we need to give her her rank back. Okay. See if we have any suggestions to confuse. Confuse who? Oh, that doesn't. Let's try to confuse him, I guess. That's the best case. Training. Okay. Yeah, Lubu's probably gonna keep attacking. Reckless, so that's the only thing about him, but I consider having him a bonus, you know? Like, I wasn't really expecting to ever have him, so it's just extra. We're just gonna give Lubu some troops and let him kind of wreak havoc, and that's it. Oh, are we gonna get him? And the tower wiped him out. Another duel. Oof, you might kill him there. Might kill him on this one. Pretty much being a bully at this point. Oh, they're heading north. Wow, that's surprising. Okay. Oh, we'll withdraw then. Luckily for them, because I was going to make a play and try to get Chen Wu. Okay, let's get this guy back already. see, I think Huang Zong lost his rank. Yeah, looks like he did, so. Is he injured? He's active. Okay, he's not here yet then. Okay. Well, let's give Zhao Yi her rank back. She's there. She might be active too still. Okay, she's active too. Okay, we gotta wait. How much? Wow, okay. I have to transfer some of that. That's a lot of gold. Okay. Just call Cheng Dao back. And once our catapult guy arrives, Chen Yi, and then we'll have him go out and give it a shot. See if he can take the gate. I don't think Cao Cao's going to be able to take the city though. Siege is way back here. It's going to take a lot of damage. This is the thing that worries me about trying to fight Wei at the same time I fight Sun Quan. Even, you know, when I get a nice stack of troops going and I think I'm going to be alright, I can, you know, they disappear in the blink of an eye. So, that's a bit worrisome. And as you can see, I can replace my troop losses, but I can't replace them that quick. So, okay, let's hope they can get across before they get there, because they are on their special ships, so they're gonna cover the water pretty quickly. Maneuverability 32. Oof. Amazing. Well, looks like they're turning around already. Okay, we've got captured Huang Gai. This guy's just sitting in fire. He's wow. All the way to 73. Oh man. You have to tell him to move off the hex. It's a little bit, I think that's a bit much, but alright. Tell him to get off the hex. Guess we can do that, and then let's get this back on. Goose. Ooh, wait a minute. Our advisor, what's going on there? Did I pull him? I think I pulled him on accident. Yeah, I did. Okay, well, let's get these guys out of here before they redeploy. Ooh, hopefully they can get away. Guangdong is injured, so I can't deploy him yet. I was thinking to deploy him and start sending him back out, but yeah, he's injured, so I'm gonna have to wait on that. Okay, let's do our rank. Actually, let's give her the 7,000 because 9,000. Okay. There he is. Okay, at this spot, I think Lui Qi is the best candidate for it. Yeah, let's give it to him. I'm not sure he's going to be able to make use of the rank though right now. Based on where he is, Guan Kong might be the better pick. Yeah, I'll give it to Guan Kong. Okay. Increase morale. Okay, that's kind of a waste. Alright, let's see if he sends out somebody else. He might. We need gold. The gold is pretty low. Okay, so let's see if he's gonna deploy. I'm assuming he's gonna deploy a force now that they came back. I'm actually thankful for that little distraction because that may give these guys a chance to get out of here in one piece. I'm hoping the arrow towers will slow them down and they'll stop to destroy them. That's what they have to clear. They have to clear this arrow tower range right here. Looks like they just made it to safety. Luckily, she has deployed again. Oh, he's got an army. He's gonna go ahead. Gotta give it to him. He's not afraid to go at him. His much stronger neighbor. I don't think he's gonna make any gains, but man, these are some low days for Yuan Chao. Even Zhang He's jumped ship, huh? Ooh, it's gonna be close. Closer than I thought. See if we can restrain anybody. Panlin, where's he at? It doesn't matter. So we confuse. Panlin again. Okay. He's already held up on the tower, so. Okay, let's get these soldiers. Some supplies, but more importantly, some soldiers up here. Oh, we need a really strong force if we're gonna push this guy. We're gonna take Chai Sag. We're gonna need a really powerful force. I feel like that That's how it might be for me. It might be like 2 attempts to take every, you know, city. If it has more than 10k, it might take 2 attempts every time, because just because of the quality difference. And I'm wondering if that's the norm. You know, if anybody's played, let me know your experience on like veteran or extreme, if that's been your experience, where you kind of have to assault the city twice, at least with the better forces. You know, your 3 kingdom forces, the next tier forces, where you're just like, it's just an acceptable, it's just a part of playing the game. Or it's like, yeah, it's gonna take 2 assaults. It's gonna take 1 assault to knock those troop numbers down, and then your second assault is gonna be your real assault. Or if I just, you know, again, if I just need to plan better and build up my forces better. Okay, so I need him to get on a boat already. Quickly. Alright, cool. Oh, we're definitely not releasing. Well, no, we're not going to release him. He might catch me on the ship, though. I don't know. And these arrow towers are doing a lot of work, too. A lot of damage. I can't believe they're not prioritizing destroying the arrow towers. Okay, let's see. Guess he doesn't feel safe deploying yet, so he's just gonna keep building up there. Fire traps, let's try that. You know what I'd like to do, actually? Build fire traps on the shoreline here for when they show up. Because eventually they will, once these guys return back, I think they're going to try to cross the shore. So we'll put some fire traps there. And I actually feel like the fire in general is a little bit underpowered. So I'm doing another playthrough where I'm playing as He Jin, and in that playthrough I upped the firepower, fire damage. I think I moved it over just 1, and it feels, so far I'd say it's a lot better. It's a lot more, you know, not too strong. I've never seen this before. Heal officers. I've never seen that suggestion before. That's great. Why couldn't you do that for Huang Song? Be a lot better for Huang Song. Instead of Lui Qi. But yeah, I brought it up to the next bracket, and fire damage feels a lot better, especially for traps and stuff like that. You know, it actually feels like it's worth it, because right now it's tough. It's tough to make anything outside of arrow towers feel like it's worth it when you build it. I mean, you can do stuff with the walls when you build defensive walls and stuff, but you really just, you know, you're kind of styling when you're building stuff with the walls. We need to distribute some items. I don't know if I have a little collection going now. I think I do. That's a lot of damage. I mean, that adds up very quickly. Okay, so Zhang Shu has fallen. Well, I feel like I kind of blew it there. I should have acted sooner. Definitely blew it. I should have done something to try to not save him, but maybe I should have been the one to march against him. Instead of letting Cao Cao take that land, I think that was probably the worst thing I could have done, was to stay complacent there. Okay, he's here. I think we're gonna have to give him the promotion. Let's give him Yu Fan's promotion. And we'll send him out and see what he can do. Yu Fan's like, so I treat your officers and you demote me. You know? Okay. Catapult. You'll have much better success. Oh, but you know what? He's gonna need... He might need to send Cheng Dao back out. Just in case. Those guys might turn around and go after the siege weapon. So let's send him back out to his usual spot. More supplies. Alright, let's go to the next turn. Let's see. Oh, he's leaving? Or he's arriving? King Juan is his if he wants it. He can take it here. This is Kong Rong's time to shine right here. Okay, he's confidant with a bunch of people that I'm gonna kill anyway, so. Curses. Wow, he cut him off. Well, probably saved himself right there. I don't think these two guys are going to be able to take the city. Maybe in unison with Zhang He they might have, but... Well, Gongsun Zhang is amassing troops though. He might be able to push him. Topple him sooner or later. I don't think that guy will join, actually. He's not a Wu officer, but I don't think he'll join. Okay, I'm assuming those Outlander guys are coming to attack. Let's put another fire trap. Gonna coat the shoreline with them. Put it about there. So Lubu moved down a little bit to protect him because he's in goose formation, and he's also Mangda. He's been pretty invaluable to us. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking once this alliance expires, we're only 4 months away, but we might have to enter the fray against Cao Cao because we can't just let him run roughshod over everybody. City's capped. Yep. Okay, let's see if we can send somebody out. Oh, he's injured. Not injured. We can't really put a force together here though. We need those guys to come back. Okay, so we can have the transport wait outside for a moment. Let's do that. Let's have the transport just kind of hang on. Let these guys return and then we'll send them back out. We'll make room that way. Once we go to war with Cao Cao, that's when things are really gonna get chaotic. But I feel like we have to step in and start doing our part almost. Because everyone else has been fighting Cao Cao and we haven't, and that's kind of the boogeyman. Especially as you go up in difficulty, he becomes, you know. Let's transport some supplies over there. Just 30? Let's do 40 at least. Got those two guys sitting out there. Okay, let's search. No recommendations. Okay, well we won't do it then. Well, you know what? Let's do everyone except the overseers. But it's the first time in a long time we get no recommendations for the searches. And I have been thinking about, you know, I have all these officers that are kind of sitting around. I have been thinking about moving them to the Nanzhong territories, to the southern territories in Shu, but the reason I have them stacked there is because I'm anticipating taking some cities. So when I take these cities, I want to be able to move these officers that are just sitting around to them. And immediately start building them up. So that's why I've kind of got quite a few people just sitting around. 10,000. Okay, let's get these two guys back out onto the field. Cool arrow. Goose, that's good. Let's keep trading. We have one more. The Asura Formation Tome. We send somebody else. Not this guy. He's closer, but closer doesn't mean better. See how many items do I have? Oh, I've only got 5. Just a few strength weapons to hand out. Okay, not that much. Thought I had a lot more than that. Okay, we're still building up. Catapult's getting there. It's taking a little bit. It's getting there. Luckily, South Cao signed an alliance with Jianglu, so he's not gonna just keep rolling forward and absorb Jianglu either, because I wouldn't want to have him in that front. That would suck. I'm kind of hoping that Ma Teng's able to take that territory, because I'd rather him have it and be able to also attack Cao Cao through there, especially now that he's got this city here. Shit, by the time these guys start turning around, I'll just be arriving, and I'll start building up again. Start building it all back up. See, right now we're waiting on Huangzong. I think Yan Yan can... He's ready to go. Let's send these three out ahead. Okay. They can only use ships. I wonder if I'd have an advantage against them right now. I don't know. I feel like we should probably withdraw, because once they make landfall, their formation, their stats are going to be really high. Like, really high, so we should probably just prepare to withdraw. Heal, alright, there it is. Awesome, okay, he healed Huangzong, so I can march him back out right now. Okay. Alright guys, well, gonna end this video here. In the next video we'll see if I can push, because I think at this point I should be able to not just reestablish myself here, but also push and assault the city. So I'll see if I can get a siege weapon, maybe from up here, somebody who has siege. Lui Qi, I think, is the person who comes to mind. I might be able to bring him down with some troops in a siege, in a catapult, and have him assault the city once we clear the troops out. So we'll see how that goes, and again, we're gonna have to enter the foray against Cao Cao and pitch in. I feel like I missed an opportunity against Zhang Xu, but too little too late now. So all I can do now is make sure that I start moving against him before he does the same thing to Liu Bei and Yuan Shang and everybody else, all his other neighbors. So yeah, if you like the content, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video, guys.